Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yulia for those who are new, and today I will be doing my first ever next month TBR, and I will be doing it with the help of a random number generator. I have 27 books on my Google spreadsheet, and I will be selecting 5 books with the help of a random number generator and additional 3 books of my personal choice to read in August. So let's get into that. I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous because I am a mood reader and I try to stick to my TBRs, but sometimes it's not as easy. Also, with the books that I added to this list, I'm excited to read all of them, but obviously some books I'm excited to read more than others. So I'm just hoping this will be a successful experience for me. These are all of the books that I will be selecting, and I have my laptop right here with the list of all the books that I want to read in August. Let's get started and let's select the first book. I'm so excited, but I'm also so nervous. The first one is number 5. Book 5 is Cabin in the Woods by Sarah Alderson. I'm very excited for this book. I was planning to read this book specifically in summer because the ambience of this book, of the things happening to people in the woods, in a small cabin, just speaks summer to me, and I love reading thriller books in summer. I love how mysterious the synopsis is for this book. It feels like a very high intensity thriller. It also has 4.12 stars on Goodreads. This is amazing for thrillers, so I'm very excited for this one. The next book that it generated for me is number 1, and number 1 is The Ashes and the Stalker Skin by Carissa Broadbent. I am so excited. I love the first book in the series, The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I loved everything about this book. I loved the magic system, I loved the world, I loved the characters, and I read Six Scorched Roses. That's a novella that comes after the first book, and I gave it 5 stars. So I'm very excited to get back into this world. Carissa Broadbent in general became one of my favorite authors. So I'm very excited for this one. The next book that it generated for me is number 7. And number 7 we have Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I don't know too much about this book, but I heard a lot of good reviews about it. It has 3.97 stars rating on Goodreads. It's a contemporary romance adult fiction, and I believe this is a spicy romance describing the relationship of the girl main character and her boyfriend's father. This is all I want to know about this book. I am very excited. So far we kind of have the books of different genres. We have thriller, we have fantasy, and we have romance. So let's see what's gonna come next. The next book that it generated is number 15. And number 15 we have Bound and Barbed by Samantha Goody. It's a paranormal fantasy romance featuring vampires. This book is following the main character Evelyn, who witnessed her father die, and now the kingdom is ruled by her aunt and uncle. They want to marry her off, so she tries to escape. She escapes and she meets mysterious Maddox, and the story goes from there. It hasn't been my top priority for the summer, but I feel like I have a lot of books on my TBR that are just sitting there for many months, so I'm excited to pick this book up. The last book that I will be picking with a random number generator is number 11. Number 11 is The Stars Are Dying by Chloe Penaranda. And this is another fantasy romance that's featuring vampires. I believe that's one of her recent releases. Yes, this book was released on July 11, 2023. This is all about celestial guardians, about kingdom in decline. Astrea strives to save her kingdom, and she strikes a bargain with mysterious knight, and the story begins from there. Now let's add a couple more books to my August TBR. So we have The Ashes and the Stalker Skin, The Cabin in the Woods, Birthday Girl, we have Stars Are Dying, and we have Bound and Barbed. I'm going to add a few more books to my August TBR, and the first book that I will be adding is Children of Fallen Gods. That is the second book in the series of The War of Lost Hearts, and this is a story about Tisana, who is a former slave and who is working towards freeing the slaves of her kingdom, and at the same time understanding herself and growing into her magic. I love the first book. I gave it 5 stars. I love both characters. I love the romance subplot in the series. I love Tisana and Max together. Their banter made me giggle so many times, and they're just so wonderful together. Tisana is one of my favorite characters in fiction. I love that she's one of those characters that doesn't blame circumstances. She takes full responsibility for what happens with her, and she works with that further and she goes towards her goals. This book is so inspiring and I cannot wait to read the continuation of the series. The next book that I will be adding to my August TBR is the second book in the series of Zodiac Academy, that is Ruthless Fae. And I enjoyed the series so much. I love the development of the main characters in this cruel world and within the dark academia environment. The mystery subplot was also so enjoyable. I cannot wait to see where the plot goes and how the mystery gets solved. And the last book that I will be adding to my August TBR is a psychological thriller, and it is No Exit by Taylor Adams. I have heard so many good things about this book. This book has 4.02 stars. That is incredible. It's about four strangers, a blizzard, a kidnapped child, and a determined young woman desperate to unmask and outwit a vicious psychopath. The best thrillers, in my opinion, are the ones that are not paranormals, the ones that can absolutely 100% happen in real life. Those type of thrillers scare me the most, and I'm the most excited for that type of genre. I have been wanting to pick up this book for a very, very long time, and I feel like this is the time. So these are all the books that I will be reading in the month of August, and we can catch up in the end of August to see how many of these books I actually read and what I think about them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.